Drew McIntyre. Do you hear that rain right now?
I did not hear it. I thought that was a dramatic pause. I didn't realize it was a dramatic pause with rain.
No, I said Drew McIntyre, and then suddenly it was like rain on a tin roof. Suddenly, listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been.
No one needs this.
Drew McIntyre did a promo, and they actually had some restraint on this 3-hour program. He came out with a game face on. He recounted what Punk said last week about how I'm prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk. And, you know, he's going to make Drew McIntyre bleed the whole 9 yards. And Drew said that he wasn't happy about going into the Hell in a Cell either. That everybody in Punk's family had begged him not to do it. Well, everybody in his family had begged him not to do it. But it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It's going to happen. And Drew says, I promise I'm going to make you bleed a lot. Now, they're setting expectations here. I'm going to make you suffer pain. I'm going to break you permanently into Hell in a Cell. It wasn't a long, drawn-out thing. It wasn't Hollywood scripted where he had to tell some analogy or some old chestnut be tied into a learning experience or whatever. He came out like Punk did. And he was serious, and he cut a fucking promo. He said, I'm going to fuck this guy up. And he left. I like that.
Yes, I liked it too. You're waiting for the segment dealing with Punk and McIntyre. This is the only thing there really was.
Well, because what else do they need to do at this point? The time, as Lucy said to Ricky Ricardo, the time has come. You know, the match is at hand. They can't go back and forth. It's made already. If anything they do physically at this point is detrimental rather than beneficial. So Punk got his statement. Now Drew's had his statement. Everybody's still interested, and they want to see what's going to happen. And so it's also refreshing not to have, even however good Drew has been, another one of these 20-minute interview segments in this long show. You know, Brian, this show was so long, about 2/3 of the way through, I realized I needed a good close shave again. I had grown a beard in the first part of this program. Has that ever happened to you?
Mid-program? No. Wolfman, I don't know how that happened to you.
You've never just realized when you leaned your hand over on your chin that you'd grown a beard waiting for this program to be over and you had to make your face slick again?
Mid-show?
Mid-show.
I didn't desire a slick face in the middle of the show, no.
Oh, well, you never know where that face is going to go pretty soon, folks. I'll tell you what, if you suddenly need a slick face to stick somewhere that doesn't want to have anything to do with stubble and old prickly whiskers on your coal mining looking face, then you better hope that you're on a first name basis with our friend Harry. Because if you don't know Harry, well, then you won't be wild about Harry like we are, because we're just wild about Harry. Harry makes, or causes to be made, the best old razors at the cheapest prices that you're ever going to have. It will give you the closest shaves from your sideburns all the way down your cheeks into your neckle area and back around to the other side again, plus up above your lips and underneath your nose and that little dented place in the middle. All of that place on you from now on is going to belong to Harry. You're going to call Harry your daddy. Oh, Daddy Harry, shave me, baby.
You know what? It could just be a relationship where you get your great razors from Harry's.
Well, yes, and
none of this is required.
And well, you're going to have to show the proper amount of respect. Don't look Harry in the eye. Here's another thing, folks. A lot of these trial sets where the people say, well, we'll give you a trial kit and you tried our razor and our blades and our shaving gel and etc. They cost up to $13. Well, that's the same thing that Harry's trial kit costs unless you know somebody who knows Harry. And I know Harry. And if you know Harry like I know Harry, you'll know if you go to harrys.com/JCE you're going to get a $13 trial set for just $3. That won't even buy you one of these incredible German-engineered 5-blade cartridges in a regular old grocery store or possibly a dry goods place or someone who's a jack of all trades and sells used merchandise that's fallen off a truck. You're not going to get that kind of deal anywhere except at Harry's.com. The razor, the weighted ergonomically designed handle, the foaming shave gel, and a travel cover so you don't slice your fingertips for just $3 at harrys.com/JCE. And then you can sign up for a convenient subscription option. If you like it, they'll send it to you all the time. You don't have to go outside in the cold, cruel world or the horrible driving rainstorm that has enveloped my home now. Instead, they'll bring them right to your door. And as a matter of fact, if you tip the mailman extra, he'll probably go ahead and stick them in your pocket for you while you're looking out to make sure that nobody knows you got them, because they'll try to steal them from you. People try to shoplift these Harry's 5-blade German-engineered cartridges right out of people's pockets. It's in the news everywhere.
This has nothing to do with
they ate this guy's dog the other day. They ate this guy's dog, and then they picked his pockets for his German-engineered Harry's blades.
Once again, let's let everyone know how they can get their Harry's.
Well, you can get your Jollies one way or another, but you can only get your Harry's by going to harrys.com/JCE. Get this trial set for $3 and then make your own decision. You're a grown adult. We're not telling you what to do or not do with the hair on your own face, but somebody ought to tell you what to do about it, because it's obviously not something you're keeping track of on your own. Disgusting, disgusting looking fucking people out there. Clean yourselves up.
With Harry's.
Yeah. And then once you take that hair, you can save it. When you dry it out, you can make little crafts things with it. Remember that little kid's toy where you took the magnetic pencil and you put the little magnetic shavings and made him like a mustache and a beard and comedy sideburns? I used to try to give him crotch hair, but there was no magnet there in that area. Yeah.
They only showed his face.
He didn't have any pubic hair. Well, I was trying to give him some down there, but they didn't have a magnet.
There was no down there. It was just the face, wasn't it? Shoulders, maybe?
Well, yeah. Well, I added it down there with cardboard.
You had the deluxe edition of the magnetic naked man, whatever you're talking about.
See, with a marker and some cardboard, you could make his whole magnetic body.
Luckily, you don't have to think about any of this with Harry's. One last time, Jim, what's that promo code for the best razors you can get?
Harrys.com/JCE.